Hey everybody, it's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's Ask the Guru time again. I've got 3 questions, so let's get right to them. This machine is there to please ask, do you have any musical background? Honestly, this is a great question, and I'm a little bit surprised I haven't gotten it before. I mean, I stand in front of this camera 5 days a week, spouting off all sorts of stuff about music, and yet it's really never been stated what sort of musical credentials I do or do not have. So to answer your question, yes, I have what I like to consider a rather diverse musical background. In the more formal sense, I've sung and played guitar with a number of bands over the years, as well as managing other bands. I've engineered and produced a couple of records, and I've been writing about music in one way or another for the better part of 2 decades. Also, as was noted back in the video I did with my dad in February, I was raised with a massively wide range of musical exposure, and I've been going to concerts of all genres since I was about 7 or 8. So yeah, I've gotten in the van my fair share of times. Mr. Jotz asked, what are the biggest and smallest concerts you've ever paid to see? Obviously, the terms biggest and smallest can be interpreted in a number of different ways, but I'll take it in the most literal sense. When it comes to smaller shows I've paid to see, I've been to performances where there were only 2 or 3 other people at them. They were absolutely amazing, and to tell you the truth, in a lot of cases, I prefer that smaller, more intimate audience. On the other end of the spectrum, while my years at Lollapalooza probably totaled the largest overall crowd I've seen, when it comes to the audience for a single act, I think it's actually a tie. In 1997, I saw the Rolling Stones perform at the Horseshoe in Columbus, Ohio, and then on December 31st, 1999, I saw Phish perform at the Big Cypress Seminole Reservation in Florida. Both shows have claimed ticket sales of well over 100,000, so I'm really not sure which one was bigger. And finally, One Frame Buffy asked, Miles or Coltrane? It's like asking me which Jonas or Hanson brother I want to punch in the face the most. It's impossible to answer. But you asked it, so I will. There's really no wrong answer here, I hope, because you can argue both of them as something beyond iconic within the world of jazz. But I do believe that every music lover sways a bit one way or the other in this case. While I love Miles Davis, there's a rather significant portion of his catalog that I'm not a huge fan of. He went in some directions where I just couldn't follow him musically, and I know a lot of people see that as musical blasphemy, but that's just my opinion. That stuff absolutely changed the course of music history, but John Coltrane just does it for me. Whether it's Giant Steps or his Village Vanguard sessions, Coltrane reigns supreme for me. So those are my questions this time around. If you've got a question, go ahead and send them to me at thedailyguru@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.